Vice Chair Melvin is present via video conferencing. Councilman Wendell
Here.
is present in the meeting room. Councilman Perilou.
Here.
Councilman Perilou is present in the meeting room. Chairman Otan.
Here.
Chairman Otan is present in the meeting room. Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Here.
Councilwoman Boudreaux is present in the meeting room. Councilman Lorraine.
Here.
Councilman Lorraine is present in the meeting room. Parish President Chasson.
Here.
Parish President Chasson is present in the meeting room.
Thank you very much, Ms. Colleen.
Yes, sir.
If everyone in the room would please rise, I would led an invocation by Mr. Jim Wendell and led the Pledge of Allegiance by Ms. Glenn Boudreaux.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Lord, we ask that you watch over us tonight as we make decisions not only for our individual districts, but also for Lafourche Parish as a whole. We'd also like you to look over us as a community during this time of the viral pandemic. Plenty of people are sick. A lot of people are worried and scared. We just need to make sure that we practice our social distancing, watch over us, and let's make sure that everyone gets through this as quickly as possible. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I want to thank everyone for being present. We have everyone accounted for as we begin this meeting. Now, I have a couple of things I have to announce that were attached to your agenda and kind of says why we're having this meeting the way we're having it. First off, we had a written certification as required by proclamation number JBE 2020-30, which states, in light of the restrictions that have been set forth by both state and national authorities, and in light of the fact that said restrictions may cause the Lafourche Parish Council to be unable to operate due to quorum requirements, the Lafourche Parish Council has elected to conduct the March 24, 2020 regular meeting via video conference. The meeting will be held using both Zoom and Facebook Live. Public comment will be allowed on both platforms as well as by email to the following email addresses. So basically, to summarize it, the state of Louisiana is under a state of emergency, has enacted provisions limiting attendance at public gatherings. For that very reason, we are using live stream, Zoom, video conference, and teleconference for anyone interested. Public comment will be allowed through the chat feature of Zoom, as well as Facebook Live on the Lafourche Parish Government Facebook page. The publication said we allowed 10 minutes beyond public wishing to address the council. However, we're going to move that to 30 minutes based on recommendation or advice of the Attorney General of Louisiana. So with that said, first I want to thank Archie, the administration, the District Attorney's Office, as well as the Council Clerk's Office to make this meeting possible. Additionally, I want to specifically thank the 3 council members that are participating via video conference. It's new technology, and it's allowing us to test the waters in the event that we were not able to attend, and we still had to have a quorum in order to move our, this parish forward. So with that said, we'll start off with item A, approval of the minutes. Item 1, I will entertain a motion to accept the minutes of the March 10th, 2020 regular session.
Move.
A motion by Councilman Perilou, second by Councilman Wendell. Is there any discussion from anyone? No discussion, we'll move it to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone says nay. Ms. Carleen, can you please annotate that via roll call?
Yes, sir. Councilman Jones.
Yes.
Councilman Adams.
Yes.
Councilman Grow.
Yes.
Councilman Melvin.
Yes.
Councilman Wendell.
Yay.
Councilman Perilou.
Yes.
Chairman Oten.
Yes.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Thank you, Ms. Carleen. So the motion to accept the minutes passes with 9 yeas, 0 nays, with 3 of those yeas being via video conference. Got it correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Carleen. So item B will be public wishing to address the council, public hearings, agenda items, etc. So at this point, we'll ask 1, 2, and 3 times for the public to please comment via the venues mentioned previously on any of the ordinances and or resolutions that are on tonight's agenda. Unfortunately, we will have a 30-minute wait while we allow the public to make comments. It's not the normal way we do it, but under recommendation, once again, from the Attorney General, we will allow 30 minutes. So from this point forward, Ms. Corleen, at 5:35, we will close public comments on any of the items on the agenda. I would request, as the fees are coming in, if anyone sees a comment relative to the agenda other than just general comments, to let us know so we don't overlook it.
What's the difference between the page we got in the packet and the stapled one? Is there any difference? No? Okay. Gotcha. All right, thanks.
Someone did ask about joining the Zoom meeting, to talk, I guess.
Did we
Is
post
there a way
that
to
link?
let them do that?
So no, I mean, I think the Zoom meeting was made more for you guys than it was the
Yeah,
actual
that's
general
what I
public.
figured.
But they can type, I mean, for anyone out there watching this or listening to us, you can type your comment in the comment box below and we can address them that way.
Yeah, see, so it is on my internet. I'm not the only one noticing this. The meeting is freezing a lot. Like right
Yeah.
now it's frozen.
So I think it's because we're trying to run so much in the EOC.
Yeah, okay, I would just wanna let you know.
Yeah. So everybody's watching on their phones, pretty much.
Should I turn it on?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the two screens.
Oh, okay.
Chairman Otan,
Yes, sir.
I just wanted you to make another announcement to the public of what's happening, because y'all sitting there quiet, I'm watching Facebook, and some folks are like, are we supposed to be voting, or they don't know, so if every
Yeah.
few
They wanna
minutes
know
you
what
might
they're
make an
voting.
announcement, because y'all just, looks like y'all
Copy.
just sitting there.
Yeah, copy that, Bo. So once again, we are under public wishing to make comments on any of the agenda items or otherwise. You can do so as stated previously on the Facebook Live item. And it's gonna be for 30 minutes. We'll cease this at 17:35 or 5:35 PM. And then move along with our agenda. And we do apologize if there is a delay or otherwise, which is why we extended from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. In addition to that, we had advertised that anyone who wanted to comment on any items could send by fax, and we published the number as well as the email. We published the address by 5 PM. So we did make quite a few venues for anyone wanting to comment on the specific items listed on the agenda tonight. And I will reiterate that the items on the agenda were only time-sensitive items. Many council members, nearly all of them, had other items originally intentioned for the agenda. Unfortunately, we didn't want to minimize the public's ability to interact, so we narrowed them down just to the time-sensitive items as were confirmed by the parish president.
Mr. Chairman, does the public have access to our agenda?
It's on the Lafourche Parish Gov website,
That
under
may-
government, under meeting agendas, under March 24th, 2020. So if anyone does want to review the agenda, good point, Mr. Perillo. You can go to lafourchegov.org, open government, open meeting agendas, and go to tonight's meeting agenda. And there are two options. One is just the agenda, the other one is the full packet. The agenda opens a lot quicker. The packet has all the supporting documentation. It's much lengthier, it takes a little time to open.
A lot of comments in the about the virus. That's what they are. So they have home orders not working if nobody listens.
Yeah.
Virus won't disappear in a month. What's gonna happen when schools go back to that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Bo.
Nobody's asking for the link for the
About the
agenda.
agenda.
Is someone typing the link? Okay.
Both are checks.
not very familiar with the Facebook Live, but does it continuously show people who are watching, like the same ones over and over?
No, it's just as they.
Once
people
you
sign
on, you stay on?
Yeah. If you look in that top, I guess, left-hand corner where it says live, it'll tell you how many people are watching.
Is it freezing for y'all? Cause everybody's
Yes.
saying it's freezing, but
Yeah.
mine's,
So we're catching up, the bandwidth is catching up because we're closing stuff out that we can. So it's starting now.
I thought maybe because we were sitting here doing nothing.
No. People may think it's, and I think every now and then it'll freeze, but the bandwidth is catching up.
So I want to reiterate again to anyone that is wishing to make a comment on any of the ordinances or resolutions up for discussion tonight. Now is the time for you to make a comment via the Facebook Live. That's our venue for public comment tonight during this emergency order.
You know anything about a burn ban?
I'm gonna mention it, I got it. We need to publish it on the website. I can send it to you, it just came out. It goes in effect tomorrow morning.
I'll put the link to the agenda in the comment section in case somebody's looking for it.
Thank you,
It's
T-Boo.
not a fast one.
Thank you, T-Boo, we appreciate that.
See, he's good with some.
Besides comment early.
Yeah, Brody, we're aware of it.
Renita wants to know if the meeting started, don't she?
Has anyone seen a comment on any of the agenda items as of yet? I haven't seen them, just
No.
general comments, people in this over there. We thank everyone that is paying attention and engaging or watching the proceedings tonight. As far as the responses, everyone's having this delay and it's freezing, but everyone was making comments, the comments coming through immediately to us.
It's just the video, so the audio
Right.
they should still be able to hear, it's just the video that's freezing.
Yeah.
And it's not, I mean, I'm not on a Wi-Fi connection, so maybe that's why, but I mean, for me,
I'm not
it's keeping
even
up.
on data, so-
Yeah, it's keeping up.
Oh, yeah, we can see. If you're live on Facebook, you can see.
That's your friend.
If you do that, you have to stop it.
I guess I can stop because we don't get on emails. How do I get on Facebook Live?
You got that one?
Oh, no.
You got Facebook?
I don't do Facebook.
Oh, you gotta have
You
Facebook.
can't get it.
Oh, I can get it.
Oh, get you a Facebook, I wanna be your friend.
I don't do Facebook.
You been liking my videos?
Put a burn on it.
Mm-hmm, you been like it mine?
Why was he hiding that whole time? Now I see him. He was hiding back.
How do you
So
do,
are you-
Hey,
the-
TK, how you can
It's
hear
talking
us,
about you.
pretty good.
Gotta go to
Every-
Facebook.
so-
Parish
Looks like many
website.
people are commenting there was a delay in the video, but everyone should be hearing us
I
in
sent it
real
to
time.
email it to
I
Cameron.
find, first I have to have a internet on.
You have to have it, Wi-Fi.
Oh, this
They're
is.
saying it's working good now.
I don't know how to do it.
And part of the other problem is, so you guys know, all of these cameras that are running, we're shooting this in 4K, which is really high definition. So it's, if you're on a Wi-Fi connection and you're watching us, that may be where the lag's coming in, because it's such a high quality of the video.
Yeah, somebody
Well, I mean, you haven't
commented.
seen how quick I am.
I understand,
Yeah, Brody Leday just commented that he turned his Wi-Fi off and went outside. He's catching it much better now, so what Archie just said is possibly correct. I didn't mean to say possibly.
Understand.
So we still have about 15 minutes for anyone that would like to comment on any of the items tonight on our agenda. Once we come back to our agenda at 5:35, we're gonna start, the meeting's just gonna go through, and there will be discussion among the council members, but there won't be the availability to allow the public to comment at that time. So now's your option, now's your time if you wanna comment on anything.
And just to clarify, Melissa's asking, is this on Zoom? No, it's not on Zoom for the public, correct?
Public, no, just for us.
So another one saying, Rachel's also saying it's much better sitting outside. And Terry Irby also, so it looks like everyone's saying, turn your Wi-Fi off and go outside.
Yeah, go outside. I might have to do that myself.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Louisiana State Reps was in it, Reggie Bagala.
Sorry.
Glad you're attending us also there, Reg.
He's picking up what he's saying.
Sorry.
I thought it was turned off. Why is it still?
That's how I reacted earlier. I had it off and it started talking. Siri, hush.
With it being so quiet, I'm sure everyone that's tuning in is wondering what in the world we're doing. And once again, we are allowing for public comment on any of the agenda items tonight, as guided by the Attorney General of Louisiana. So providing that public input on any agenda item.
Armin, were any comments sent in before the meeting?
Negative. No faxes, no emails, which, as you know, Mike, is pretty typical for most of the agenda items. Normally we get 1 or 2, 3 on public wishing to address the council. And generally speaking, they're not even towards the agenda, so not surprising, I guess, is what I'm saying. And then also keep in mind, we reduced this agenda to only the time-sensitive items. So we also have a really reduced or shrunk agenda.
For the agenda items, when you normally ask for public comment, how would we do that? How would we address that with the delay?
Right now is the option, right now is the time. We're covering our open meetings law by allowing the public to comment right now. And I've said it more than 3 times, so they can generally speak on any item they want or address us, just because it would be nearly impossible to sit and wait on every item and then to ensure that someone's not caught up, which is also why we advise email and fax. So we made it available through several venues, and I think we're accomplishing and meeting our open meetings law requirements.
Thank you.
See, my wife's on there. She knows a lot more about it than me. I'd be like you, Miss Corleen. I wouldn't even know exactly how to get on there.
I can't even do it. I don't have nothing on except my emails. I don't even think I have Wi-Fi.
And your Facebook.
I don't do Facebook.
We're gonna get you a Facebook.
Daniel too.
So we have 10 minutes,
Facebook.
we have 10 minutes left, allowing the public to comment on any of the agenda items. It's 17:35 from our military folks and 5:35 PM for everyone else. We will return to the regular agenda and move into our ordinances. So anyone that would like to make a comment on any of the items on the agenda tonight, please feel free to. If anyone has any other items that they want to engage one of their council members, I encourage you to send them an email. Contacts are listed on the Lafourche Gov website to get a hold of the individual council member. While we're allowing comments, I'll just say again, I want to thank the 3 council members that are engaging us via Zoom to test the waters on this new technology. Because who knows if we ever had to go to a longer stretch. So I thank y'all. It looks like it's working pretty good for us being able to see the 3 council members not present. But we do have the full attendance of the full council and the parish president tonight in this meeting.
I actually like this Facebook Live. Can we get this going for like regular meeting?
I would encourage you to have a Facebook Live as a council member in your district. Let us
Yeah, we
know.
already have a phone number. They call me. It's fine. We Facebook Live like that.
Let us know how that goes. Miss Lisa, are we so far everything is just as it should be?
Yes.
Thank you. So that was me just asking the district attorney's office advice on if we are still moving in the right direction in terms of providing access to the public on the meeting items as required by open meeting laws.
This stuff is good. It lasts through 99 hand washes. Both of them. Lasts through 99 hand washes. That's what she said.
Zoom works pretty good. When you just cleared your throat, Mike, we pick you up. So whoever makes a comment, it actually picks you up on the big screen in front of us on Zoom.
Try not to do it again.
It's actually very interesting technology. So we're down to 5 minutes, down to 5 minutes left in the public, wishing to address the council, on agenda items, public hearings. So you have 5 minutes left to make a comment on Facebook Live. Duly noted, Ashton.
Somebody said, go home, stay safe, this ain't working.
At least we know if we do this again, we gotta shoot it in a much lower quality video. And if we're down, whatever else is on the internet in the building, so we get more speed.
Once again, we
I think
had,
getting rid of 4K might help on the next one.
Yeah.
Just to say.
yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm pretty enough, they don't need it to see.
Yeah. But once again, T-Lou, the objective of this
Boy,
public
right,
wishing to
Joe.
address the council timeframe was to abide by open meetings laws. And
Yeah.
between the fax, email, and then this 30-minute lag time, I think we've pretty much more than given ample opportunity on the few
I just think
agenda items.
I can say, a lot of people still say it's freezing because of some people putting on a computer or a laptop and they can't go outside just on their Wi-Fi. So like he says, with the 4K, it wants to slow everything down so they can keep up.
And once again, that's why I'm so glad that y'all are engaging us via Zoom, because this allows us to test the waters and make appropriate adjustments in the future.
Oh, definitely. This is really cool. I've never heard of Zoom before. I mean, I've done WebExes and things like that, but never with Zoom.
Almost out of shrimp, Jerry. Gotta get some hookup.
Oh, bro, I was about to ask you.
That's a question for Archie. The last one.
Thank you for that comment, Melissa. Says Zoom is really good. What is a meeting ID for Zoom?
We have a meeting idea we can put in the comments and allow people to, now they would be able to see, they wouldn't be able, we can mute them, but they would be able to have, like we would see those, like if they're using their app, they would pop up on the screen just like the other guys. That's the problem.
And
That
be
would
able to
probably
load it?
slow it down.
Yeah.
I would
The more
think.
people you're gonna add, the bigger problem.
Yeah.
So we're down to 2 minutes for anyone that would like to go ahead and make a comment on any of the agenda items.
Who is 0887? You?
No. Oh, I might be. I don't know. I am? Yeah, that is me.
Okay.
Why?
That's all right.
What did I
That's
write?
your parish number? Or you?
That's my parish number. 0887, that's, no, I don't think.
0807.
I don't think so.
0887.
Oh.
No, because I saw him comment a little while ago on that
No,
text.
that's not him. That's just, Linda.
No, because y'all texted me on my personal phone, my parish phone.
Yeah, I thought
So in 1 minute, we will resume our agenda. So last call for anyone that wants to make a comment on any of the agenda items. Please do so now on Facebook Live. I'll start the meeting back up here in a few minutes, in a few seconds, less than a minute.
T-Boo.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
Okay, so that concludes public wishing to address the council. So now we move back to our regular agenda item. Item C, public hearing and ordinances for ratification. I entertain a motion to open public hearing. Motion by Councilman Fairless, second by Councilman Window. To open public hearing, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, can you please do a roll call?
Yes, sir. Councilman Jones.
Yes.
Councilman Adams.
Aye.
Councilman Grove.
Hey,
Yes, yay.
Vice Chair Melvin,
Here.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo,
Yes.
Chairman Oten,
Yes.
Councilwoman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Carleen. The motion to enter public hearing passes with 9 yeas, 0 nays, 3 of those yeas being via video conference. Item 2, ordinance providing for a 2020 supplemental appropriation 20-003 within the 2020 operations and maintenance and capital budget to correct transfer in, transfer out, correct overstatement in revenue and expenses, reestablish the community services and economic development departments, correct funding for grants and add funding to grants and projects, and authorizing the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said transactions as provided for by Article 6 of the Lafourche Parish Home Rule Charter. Motion by Jones for the administration. Can I get a second? I got a second by Councilman Paraloo. Discussion. Any discussion? Any discussion? There being none, we'll move it to a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, can you please follow up with a roll call?
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams,
Here.
Councilman Grow,
yay.
Vice Chair Melvin,
Yay.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo,
Yes.
Chairman Oten,
Yes.
Councilwoman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
Motion passes with 9 yeas, 0 nays, 3 of those yeas being via video conference. Item 3, ordinance amending ordinance number 6301 that amended ordinance number 6281 which adopted the 2020 operations and maintenance and capital budget for Lafourche Parish Council, as well as setting the salaries of unclassified employees as provided for by Article 5 of the Lafourche Parish Home Rule Charter. Motion by Jones for the administration, second by Councilman Paraloo. Now on this one, we have an amendment. Item A, amendment by Mr. Jones for the administration, adding a whereas as follows. Whereas said amendment increases the salary of 1 assistant coroner and changing the Head Start totals as follows. Deleting 72,112.54 and replacing it with $71,525.44. Deleting 1,826. I'm sorry, let me restate that. Deleting $1,826,256.11 and replacing it with $1,810,874.04. Changing the annual salary of the assistant coroner designated as the 5th cell, row 5 of the table as follows. Deleting $6,550 and replacing it with $9,750. And can I get a second for that amendment? Got a second on that amendment by Councilman Paraloo. Any discussion on the amendment? Any discussion on the amendment? There being none, we'll move it to a vote. All in favor of the amendment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, follow it up with a roll call, please.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams,
Aye.
Councilman Grow,
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin,
Yay.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo,
Yay.
Chairman Oten,
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
Okay, the amendment passes by a vote of 9-0 with 3 of those being by video conference. Now we'll move back to the ordinance as amended. Is everyone clear on the ordinance as amended?
Yes.
Any discussion on the ordinance as amended? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, please follow up with a roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams,
Yeah.
Councilman Grow,
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin,
Yay.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo,
Yes.
Chairman Oten.
Yes.
Councilwoman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
So the ordinance as amended passes with a vote of 9-0 with 3 of those votes being by video conference. I'll now entertain a motion to close public hearing.
Move.
Got a motion by Councilman Wendell, second by Councilman Jones to close public hearing. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please follow up with a roll call, Ms. Carleen.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams,
Yay.
Councilman Grow,
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin,
Yay.
Councilman Wendell,
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo,
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yes.
Councilwoman Boudreaux,
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
So the motion to close public hearing passed by a vote of 9-0 with 3 of those being by video conference. With that said, we'll move to item D, proposed ordinance. Mr. Jones, can you please read proposed ordinances?
Item 4, proposed ordinance providing for a 2020 supplemental appropriation 20-004 within the 2020 operating and maintenance budget and capital budget to de-obligate the concrete drainage ditch, Country Club 14011, and drainage improvement in District 4 15025 project, and use the money to fund the project titled Fairway Outfall Ditch Improvement, and authorize the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said transaction as provided for by Article 6 of the Lafourche Parish Home Rule Charter, moved by Mr. Melvin. Item 5, proposed order provided for a 2020 supplemental appropriation 20-005 within the 2020 operating and maintenance budget and capital budget to set up a project and repair the engine for excavator E66 in the amount of $20,192, and authorize the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said transaction as provided for as per Article 6 of the Lafourche Parish Home Rule Charter, moved by Mr. Wendell. Item 6, proposed order providing for a 2020 supplemental appropriation 20-006 within the 2020 operating and maintenance budget to increase the budget for the Bayou Community Foundation 20018 in the amount of $5,000, and increase the budget for the Beyond the Bell program 14000 in the amount of $5,000, and authorize the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said transaction as provided for by Article 6 of the Lafourche Parish Home Rule Charter, moved by Mr. Perilou. Item 7, proposed order providing for a 2020 supplemental appropriation 20-007 within the 2020 operating and maintenance budget to increase the budget for Lafourche On the Move LOM 06 in the amount of $3,000, and authorize the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said transaction as per Article 6 of the Lafourche Parish Home Rule Charter, moved by Mr. Adams. Item 8, proposed order approving the holding of an election in Fire Protection District number 8-C of the parish of Lafourche, state of Louisiana, on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, and authorize the levy of a parcel fee therein, moved by Mr. Adams. Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. Appreciate that. Item E, resolutions. Number 9, resolution approving change order number 2 to the project titled Lockport Boat Launch Rehabilitation and Repair to increase the contract price by $1,700 and add 7 additional days, and authorizing the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said change order and any and all relevant documents. Can someone move for me for the administration? Thank you, Mr. Wendell. Second by Councilman Perilou. Any discussion? There being none, we'll move this to a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Charlene, please follow up with a roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
Yay.
Councilman Grow.
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin.
Yay.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Councilman Perilou.
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yes.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes by a vote of 9-0, with 3 of those yays being via video conference. Item 10, resolution accepting the low bid of LA Contracting Enterprise LLC in the amount of $1,226,227 for the project titled Marydale Sewer System Improvements, and authorizing the parish president to sign, execute, and administer an agreement and any and all relevant documents. Moved by Councilman Jones for the administration, second by Councilman Perilou. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, please follow up with a roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
Yay.
Councilman Grow.
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin.
Yay.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Councilman Perilou.
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yay.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
Motion passes by a vote of 9-0, with 3 of those yays being by video conference. Item 11, resolution approving change order number 1 to the project titled Marydale Sewer System Improvements to decrease the contract price by $83,000 and authorizing the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said change order and any and all relevant documents.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Jones for the administration, second by Councilman Wendell. Any discussion?
Let me say one thing if I can, Mr. Chairman. The reason for the low bid and then the change order right after it is it came in over the grant funding award. So what we did was we did some value engineering and actually dropped it back so it would be within that grant award number, so we don't have to put out any additional capital or parish dollars.
Excellent. Thank you for that information. Any further discussion? There being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, please do roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
Yay!
Councilman Grove.
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin.
Yay.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo.
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yay.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yes.
The motion passed by a vote of 9-0, with 3 of those yeas being video conference. Keep wanting to say video resolution. Video conference. Okay, item 12, resolution approving change order number 3 from Sea Level Construction Incorporated for the project titled Cyprian Pump Station to increase the contract price by $15,091.94 and add 101 additional days to the contract time, and authorizing the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said change order and any and all relevant documents. Moved by Councilman Wendell for the administration. Can I get a second? Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilwoman Boudreaux.
I'll second.
Sorry about that, Bo. So I have a dual second. I have a second by Councilman Melvin and Councilwoman Boudreaux. Any discussion?
I'd just like to comment, we can look at this a little further, but I will have some questions because this project's been going on a while. It was supposed to be completed in October, and I'm not gonna take up time with it now, but I just know that we have some questions moving forward. This is basically a change order, but, there's some issues we have to discuss further with this as it continues.
Thank you, very good, Mr. Melvin. Any further discussion? There being none, we'll move this to a vote. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, please do roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
Yay!
Councilman Grove.
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin.
Yay.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo.
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yes.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yay.
Motion passed by a vote of 9-0, with 3 of those being by video conference. Item 13, resolution approving change order number 4 from Onshore Construction Company LLC for the project titled Lafourche Community Center to increase the contract price by $94,431.79 and add 94 additional days to the contract time, and authorizing the parish president to sign, execute, and administer said change order and any and all relevant documents. Can someone move for me for the administration? Moved by Councilman Wendell, second by Councilman Paraloo. Any discussion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so, we kind of get towards the end of this project, correct? What's the estimated close date of this?
They started laying the gym floor maybe a week ago, so hopefully within the next 20-30 days.
Okay, and it was something just, I guess, the new administration realized that they'd rather have an after dance. You kind of changed the scope of the project, or was this recommended by Steve, Onshore?
Part of it was recommended by the engineer, and I think some of the other things in the change order was some stuff that the new administration, we added, some additional basketball goals, the volleyball nets, stuff like that. So we're still using the grant funding. We haven't tapped into a lot of the parish dollars that we've put in there yet, which is a good thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Grove. Any further discussion? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Carleen, please do roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
Yay!
Councilman Grove.
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin.
Yay.
Councilman Wendell.
Yes.
Councilman Paraloo.
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yay.
Councilman Lorraine.
Motion passes by a vote of 9-0, with 3 of those yeas being by video conference. Now we'll move to item F, discussion. Go ahead, Mr. Lorraine, you have the floor.
Yeah, I got something that I thought was very important, but it didn't make the agenda. And this needs to be checked out. It's more of a state issue than it is a parish issue. right across from West 225, when you get below Golden Meadow, about half a mile out of town on LA1. The guy that owns Big Jim Seafood, he has a regular big seafood place. Then in front of it has a little shed. Well, he called me the other day and I was able to put it on the agenda, and then it was taken off. But I think it's very important that somebody goes check this, because you have a sinkhole right there that's about 4 feet deep. And it's probably about 3-4 feet from the white line of the highway.
It's on the buy side.
On the buy side, almost across from West 225. But if that's not fixed, one of them 18-wheelers coming at night, somebody gonna get killed. And I did my best to bring it up. The boy called me, I went check it, and that's why I'm putting it here. If somebody doesn't go check that, somebody will get killed, and it's not gonna be on Lorraine. And that's why I'm bringing that up.
Mr. President, can you notify the state
Type an email at DOT right now.
immediately, and then just give us a follow-up by email if you don't
Yeah,
mind?
we have an issue like that in the cut off the roads area, and I got with Dylan and I got with Reggie both on it, and it's getting taken care of as far as I know, but
Very good.
I went and looked at it,
yeah.
and I couldn't believe what I saw.
There's a huge.
And it's been there a while, I'm sure. But I took the proper action I needed to take. The only thing wasn't on here. So thank you.
Very good. More discussion. I'll bring up, I just want to mention to everyone, being as we're Facebook Live, the Louisiana State Fire Marshal has issued a cease and desist order for open burns. It goes into effect at 8 a.m. on March 25th. That's simply to minimize fire calls, responders having to respond, and also to diminish airborne irritants. So there is going to be a burn ban in the state of Louisiana effective 8 a.m. on March 25th. I also speak while we're talking about the state fire marshal. I do want to thank all the residents that are staying at home and not out and about. I think most of the fire departments, emergency responders, have seen a decrease in their calls because there's just not as much activity going on. So we're thankful for everyone for that. The last thing I'd like to bring up is the possibility of canceling our first meeting in April, which is still within, is gonna be around this during this emergency. I just wanna open it for discussion.
Yeah, I'm against that, because I have some time sensitive stuff that needs to be done on that meeting to get all the ball rolling and have it ready for November.
So,
That one that was proposed tonight, we need a vote on it so they can keep it, for fire district C.
We have
We
until
need
the
to keep
second
it
meeting.
going, because if
So-
not, it won't work for November.
T-Boo, we'll look at it. Ms. Carlina's saying we have till the second meeting in April to get it approved.
I
So
spoke
we,
with the
Yeah,
bond
we
attorney.
should still be good.
I went to, talked to them at their meeting the other day, and, they said they needed it as, so they can get everything going, because they're gonna meet with them Thursday, after the meeting,
okay,
Something changed.
on the
Unless
April
something
meeting.
changed, but as the bond attorney said, we had to vote by April 28th meeting.
so according to Ms. Carlina, the bond attorney has stated that, we have till the second meeting in April to have it, done
Unless
by.
something
Okay.
changed.
Yeah, but we can, so I will say that if we do cancel this meeting, we can still do a special meeting if we have to. And so whereas maybe not going to the fourth, Monday of the month, we can do it the third or a week earlier. It just pushes us out, gives us a little bit, wiggle room, during this emergency declaration. And I did consult with the parish president before this, and he felt that as far as time sensitive items, he was pretty confident that we could wait till the fourth Monday in April. But we can always revisit it and call a special meeting, Mr. Adams.
Okay, that's fine, I just wanna make sure we get it done, because like I say, they were supposed to meet with, the bonding agent after it was approved on the Thursday.
Copy
That,
that,
that week, from what they told me, last week.
copy that.
And that's who I spoke to. So it's-
I make a motion to suspend the first meeting in April.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor by Councilman Jones to cancel the first meeting in
Second.
April, second by Councilman Lorraine. Any further discussion? There being none, we'll move it to a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Hey,
So we'll do roll call, Ms. Corleen.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
nay,
Councilman Grove.
Councilman Grove?
Councilman Grove.
You're on mute, Councilman Grove.
MIA.
We'll wait.
There you go.
Yay.
Got yay by Councilman Grove?
Vice Chair Melvin,
Yay.
Councilman Wendell,
Yay.
Councilman Fairley,
Yay.
Chairman Oten,
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux,
Yay.
Councilman Lorraine.
Yay.
Motion passes by a vote of 8-1. Two of those yays were by video conference, and the one nay was by video conference. Councilman Adams being the one nay video conference. Okay, any other discussion tonight? There be none, I'll entertain a motion. I'm sorry,
Real quick.
go ahead.
Parish President, thanks for the updates on everything. On social media, you guys doing a good job keeping the public informed. I hope everybody's following y'all guidance in the sheriff's office more than everything else they see. Because of that presence online, I would ask you to get Caroline to maybe post some stuff about some of the job board vacancies we have currently. We do have some spots that need to be filled, and there may be some people willing to step up that may see this tonight or following your threads and your posts daily. So if we could get a break from the COVID emails and add something about the board vacancies we have. Thank you.
I think
It's a good point, because there was an extension that was published today, Mike. So I think it's been 1 month, pushed 1 month out.
Yeah, so there was an email today that went out about boards and commission vacancies, so you should have seen that, hit your inboxes today.
Yeah, the deadline date was extended. Okay, no further discussion. I entertain a motion for adjournment. Got a motion by Councilman Carroll, second by Councilman Wendell, to adjourn because there's no further business. Any discussion on that? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ms. Colleen, please follow up with a roll call.
Councilman Jones.
Yay.
Councilman Adams.
Yay.
Councilman Grove.
Yay.
Vice Chair Melvin.
Yay.
Councilman Wendell.
Yay.
Councilman Fairley.
Yay.
Chairman Oten.
Yay.
Councilwoman Boudreaux.
Yay.
Councilman Lorraine.
Thank you. So the motion for adjournment passes. The vote of 9 yeas, 0 nays, 3 of those nays being by video conference. With that said, the Lafourche Parish Council regular meeting on March 24, 2020 is hereby adjourned at 17:57 p.m. And for those non-military people, that is 5:57 p.m. Thank you all once again for those joining us by video conference. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.